Store It Safe. It's a program about storing guns safely. And with me today to tell us more about it, Donna Dickman. She's Director of Development at PASS, which is Prevention Awareness Support Services. So thanks for coming today.
Oh, thanks for having me, Holly.
All right, this is such an important subject. First of all, why does PASS want to be involved and have this program in our community?
Right. The first thing that we talked about was with our Youth Suicide Prevention Coalition. So we know that firearms are the #1 way people die by suicide, even our kids.
Wow.
So let's not have these accessible to our kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know through developmental stages, kids are still developing that impulse control. And sometimes emotions get in the way, and we do things that we can't take back. So let's keep firearms and medications away from our kids. Have them secured at all times.
All right, so Store It Safe, that's a program that we have, and like you have an example lockbox with you. So you're trying to make it as easy as possible for the community, right? Tell us about this program.
Absolutely, and if you don't have the tools, sometimes it's hard to keep those things safe. Mm-hmm. So that's what we want to do. We wrote some grants. We have a partnership with the Ohio Department of Health. We want to make sure these tools are accessible to our families. So yes, this is a firearm safety. Plus, you can use medication in there too. You can lock up your meds.
Okay.
But it's a really nice piece here, and we're able to provide one per family that come by. And today, we want to make sure we have a safe Christmas.
Right, exactly.
So we are at 529 South Elizabeth. Folks, anytime before 4 o'clock, please drop by. We'll be happy to provide you and your family with one of these. Or if you have more than one firearm, we do have cable locks. So we have a really good partnership with the VA. And the VA wants to make sure, because we lose so many veterans to suicide, 22 a day in our country. So we want to make sure these get out as well.
Okay.
So there's even a mat on how to use these for different types of firearms. So just making sure our kids are safe. Firearm deaths is the #1 way our kids die now since 2019. It used to be car crashes.
Wow.
And now it's firearms.
All right.
So let's see what we can do.
Right, exactly. So use the lock, use the box, and put the key somewhere where only you know. And
correct.
I assume if they can't get access, that just gives them another second to pause and think about it, from a veteran to a kid, and just say, nope, I can get help, or I can stop. I mean, we know that this works, right?
Right. We do know people are born to live, and we want to live, but sometimes those emotions get right in the way of that. Mm-hmm. So let's give it pause to think about that. Absolutely.
Right, yeah, exactly. And, during the holidays, we always think it's wonderful and cheer, but there is a lot of holiday blues and sadness. So, unfortunately, this is another one of those times of the year where it happens, right? Die by suicide.
Yes, absolutely. So making sure that everybody's secure, everybody's safe, that's what we want. Come out of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so you can get the lockbox, one per family. And our coalition is a part of just a few in the state, right? But it is starting to grow. You said Marysville is now in the program?
Yes, the Store It Safe program. So we manage several coalitions in 11 counties. So yes, Marysville, we just got locked in. We're #9 of the communities that are providing the safe and Store It Safe information. And then Mount Gilead is next. So we're moving right along.
Right, yeah, certainly are. It's just better for the whole family. I mean, not to have to go through a, terrible situation if we lock them up correctly. And, you're out in the community trying to, give these away and the locks. What kind of things do you hear from people? Are they appreciative, or are they still skeptical about locking up their guns?
Well, you have some hesitancy because many people use firearms as security measures, and I understand that. We want to keep our families safe. However, kids sometimes know where those things are.
Right.
Can you imagine back at Christmas time when you were young, you knew where your parents hid your presents, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like, I know where they're at. Let's check them out, right?
Yeah, many adults feel like if they hide their firearms, their kids won't gain access to them. That's not always the case. Kids are smarter than we think, right? And they know stuff.
Right, so, yeah. They can look around and try to find it, too, if they really want to. All right, so it's simple. And again, these are free, right?
They're free.
And today, stop by.
Today, till 4 o'clock, one per family, 529 South Elizabeth.
Okay, and if by chance you don't make it today, though, that you guys are out and about, you can still pick them up, right?
Sure. Sure, we are open business hours 9 to 4.
All right, very good. So let's keep it safe. The lock boxes and even the locks that, what we call these?
Cable locks.
Cable locks. There we go. A cable lock for your gun. Trying to keep people safe. Thanks very much, Donna, for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, don't go away. News Edition continues in a moment.